Now, we're going to hear from Alaska Airlines about how they're transforming their guest experience through AI and emerging technologies with Charu Jain, who's the SVP of Merchandising and Innovation, and Bernadette Berger, who is Director of Innovation at Alaska. Thanks.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So I'm Charu Jain, and I have the honor of leading digital distribution and innovation at Alaska. And I'm joined here with Bernadette, who's our Director of Innovation. So before I start, we're going to talk a little bit about emerging tech today. You've probably already heard different areas of the business that we're using this in. And today's talk is really focused on guest-facing. So how many of you have flown on Alaska Airlines? Okay, some of you. How about Hawaiian Airlines? Okay, about the same. So if you have not heard, Alaska and Hawaiian are coming together. And so we're merging, we've been approved, and we're really looking forward to getting this integration and bringing the two teams together. Just to tell you a little bit about Alaska, because there was about probably 10 to 20% of people that raised their hands. We're the 5th largest airline in the US, but really 15th largest in the world based on revenue. And this is now our combined network. Look at that beautiful network with Alaska and Hawaiian. And then we are part of One World, and Hawaiian will be joining that. And so all our partners on One World and otherwise globally, that we sell these on alaskaair.com and on our mobile app. So really global presence virtually and ourselves in the future. For us, care is at the center of everything we do. We put people, it's all about people. It's our guests, it's our employees. So everything we look at innovation is all about the people and how to make their lives easier. And innovation's always been in our DNA, and we're always looking to solve business problems with innovation. So we've had a lot of industry firsts, and like I said, innovation's in our DNA. So a lot of firsts in the industry. And when I look at all of this recognition for that, I believe the critical success factors behind it are 3. 1, commitment at the top. So we have the board of directors for Alaska. We have a committee called the Innovation Committee. So we have board directors on it. I lead that for Alaska. So there's commitment at the top to focus and invest in innovation. Second is the delivery model. So we are able to test and learn quickly ideas, but also make them, put them in our delivery product teams so that they actually see the light of day for our guests and for our employees. So I think that's been very important to bring those two things together, about testing and learning and delivering. And the third is all about measurement. So we set bold goals, and then we measure ourselves along the way. So I'm going to talk about, we'll talk about 2 spaces today. So the first one is around how do we really, one of the pain points for guests, at least in the US, has been, how do I get to security the fastest? Because until then, I have a lot of anxiety of how long it's going to take. So how do we get people through the lobby faster? And at the same time, as a business, as we're growing, how do we create throughput without adding costs, whether it's real estate costs or staffing costs? So we came up with a bold goal. Like I said, we set bold goal for ourselves, is to really get guests through the lobby in 5 minutes or less. And so the way we did that is we had to rethink every part of our business, what the role of employees, what the role of guests is. So the first thing we did is we got our guests travel ready before they get to the airport. So guests now check in and come in with a boarding pass. So we all know, getting the boarding pass means everything's aligned, the tickets and the reservation. So having that done before guests get to the airport give them a lot of peace of mind that they can get through the airport easily. I'm happy to report 89% of our guests arrive checked in before they get to the airport. This number used to be 60% about a year ago, so a lot of great progress. And 77% of our guests are using the app on day of travel, and that's across every guest. So our elites are in the 90%, but guests that don't know us and are traveling first time are also using the app. And then for people that have bags, we introduce electronic bag tags so that you can pair that with your phone and have it ready. So again, another thing you can do before you get to the airport and arrive prepared. The last time we put these on sale, about 2,000 of them sold out within 8 hours. And when you get to the airport, we have really reimagined the experience to get you through the airport in a very seamless, very fast way. So we're the first airline to take kiosks out of the airport. We developed these iPads connected to a bag tag printer. We do not print boarding passes on self-service. People come checked in, like I said. And we can quickly, within 45 seconds, you can get a bag tag. And now we've introduced automated bag drops, which is another first in the US for our whole hubs. And you can drop your bags within a minute using biometrics. And this really gives a very seamless experience for our guests. And then last but not least, our people are very, very important. The service they deliver is amazing, and we want them to help the people that need help. So they're always there. All our customer service agents, every actually frontline employee has a mobile device. So they can, we don't have counters anymore. They come out, they're actually interacting with guests, and they're solving their problems remotely or with the guest right in front of them. So a lot of firsts that have led to this experience, and like I said, digital identity, a lot of talk about it. We're really focused on that this year and the next couple to get that through the whole airport experience. So lobby is done now, and we're going to be moving to security and gate. And with that, I'll turn it over to Bernadette to talk about another area.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Bernadette Berger. I'm the Director of Innovation at Alaska Airlines. And we're going to be talking about other areas where we've noticed our guests have pain points, and we've taken a different approach using human-centered innovation to solve that. So I'm going to ask you guys, the last time you booked a trip to an all-new destination, can you recall all of the research that you did, all of the sites that you visited? Anyone remember the last time they booked a trip to all-new destination? Can you remember, did you spend more than 2 hours researching? 4 hours? 8 hours? Our guests told us they spent hours researching their next destination, some guests even spending 40 hours. That's like a job, trying to figure out where you want to go next. So we wanted to understand, how can we solve this pain point for guests? How can we engage with our guests earlier in their journey and do this so that we can help them imagine where they might go next? Now, today we're doing this through our site where we have a dedicated page, a whole page dedicated to where we fly. But only 1% of guests were clicking on this link. That tells us that our guests are discovering where they want to go next on other sites, or the tools that we have today are not helping them make those decisions. So what we did is we decided we wanted to build a tool for guests to help them discover their next destination using natural language search, using the same reasons and the same inspiration for why you want to travel in the first place. So now, with Alaska Inspires, guests can go and they can type in the type of trip they want to have, the reason why they have that wanderlust, the type of experiences they want to have, and then they will be referred or recommended destinations based on their individual needs. So let's take a look at this. Oh, we got sound. Where's our sound?
Where you really want to go? Introducing Alaska Inspires, a destination discovery tool that lets you ask the important questions like, where can I see live music this summer? Where can I see bioluminescent sea creatures? I have 70,000 miles and want to explore Europe. Where can I go? Or ask a question in your preferred language. Get inspired with thousands of global destinations across more than 30 partner airlines, all bookable on alaskaair.com. Alaska is the world's first airline to launch a natural language search experience. And Alaska Inspires is built with OpenAI, so you can be sure it's easy to use. So discover your next dream destination, powered by AI. Alaska Inspires.
So now our guests can go to our site and they can discover destinations across our 24 partner airlines over 1,000 global destinations. They can type in using their preferred language. There's 500 languages that you can use. They can use their voice. And all of these recommendations aren't just what destinations are there, it's what are the preferred destinations for you. So if any of you have used any of the natural language search models, one of the downfalls can be the hallucinations, right? Has anyone gotten a really strange response? Yeah. So this is why our team, we worked tirelessly to retrain our model to make sure that every destination that's recommended is an actual destination with real pricing and real times to make sure that guests are getting accurate information. But that's not all. So not only were we the first airline to launch a natural language search tool, we're now announcing here today that we are launching our second. We call this the Vibe Quiz. And this is a tool specifically dedicated to our guests who are Gen Z, millennials. We know that those guests of ours are looking to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram to get their inspiration for where they want to go next. And nothing about that is text-based, it's emotional, it's visual, it's video content. So we created a very short quiz that when you ask a guest questions, show them beautiful images, and they select yes or no, that is creating the prompts. So I don't have to write in my own prompt. After guests answer a few questions in their quiz, they're then shown a series of vibes. So what type of vibe are you looking for on your trip? Are you looking for festivals? Are you looking for local culture and food? Do you want to read a book by the beach? And guests can then start to determine what type of trip vibe they're looking for. Once they select a vibe, they can view the destinations. Now they finally get those destination recommendations, and not just where could they go, but why is that right for me? So we're very excited to announce that this second experience is going to be launching before the end of the year. So I hope you all get a chance to go and try out our new Gen AI tools for discovering your next trip, so you don't have to spend so many hours searching. And that will be all. Alaska Inspires is available today. The Vibe Quiz will be available soon. So just to quickly wrap up, at Alaska Airlines, we are envisioning the future of travel. We are focused on that human-centered innovation, keeping care at the center of everything we do, keeping innovation in our DNA. We don't have time for questions on stage, but Charu and I will be here to talk with you, answer any of your questions, and talk about what's next. So thank you.
Thank you.